Hey, Rome has got Aquila back. They've got Edgar. Actually, Rome have got a pretty decently comprehensive nation. Venice is being killed though, so I'm not going to try and get too close to Venice at this point in the game. People still selling their favour? Yeah, they are. Oh my goodness, just buying it all up. Nobody cares about diplomatic favour, but I do. Effectively, this is just sort of the policy of buying it from people really cheap, acting as a sort of middleman and selling it off to other people for loads and loads of money, which I'm very happy to do. I've got 100 gold per turn coming in from deals right now. That's not bad. It is the Congo. They're doing amazingly well, actually. 88 science. Blimey. Congo are having a magnificent game. We won't think about that too badly, because if we do, we will start questioning our very existence in this game. Egypt wants citrus for 14 gold per turn though. Oh yes, you're welcome to that. Hands up if you trust Gaul, eh? I mean, do we think that Gaul are coming for me? I'm neutral on happiness with them. They don't actually dislike me particularly, but I'm just sort of hoping they're friends with Granada. That is a little bit of a problem for me. They're trading with me quite a lot. Dunno. We might get lucky here. Gonna suspiciously start to get things like provision for Magnus. I think that's probably a good choice for me. Okay, construction has finally been earned. Good. Right, shipbuilding, buttress, and then cartography. Actually, buttress is being done. If I can just finish this Mahabodhi temple, that would be a pleasant bonus for me there. But there we go. Look, mass production. We're getting the lumber mills running now. Just going to spend a little bit of my well-earned gold, just making sure that the production, like in my capital, is as toasty as it can be. Can buy another heap ton of diplomatic favour. There's another 3 or 4 deals left to go on this one. Actually, it's not as much as it once was. Some people are a lot of people are beginning to value the favour now, but 17 gold per turn from Rome. There you go, not a bad deal. Sweden! I've never seen Sweden do well in a game like this. They had a horrible start. Absolutely horrible. Preston on all sides and with Norway right next to them. Oh, there are some lovely routes going on here. Look at this. We'll get an extra trade route with Kumasi, but I think, again, Niani, there was some barbs somewhere that was killing 1 or 2 more of my trade routes, but I think actually it's worth just trying. Let's see if I can get the temple through. It's going to give me quite a few boosts on a lot of stuff. Madrid's production is up to 37 per turn now. That's pretty decent. I just need to get the market in Madrid. I built a commercial hub here. As you can see, a nice +4 one. Pretty tasty. 4 holy sites, 1 campus, 1 commercial hub. I'm building 1, 2, 3 harbours. In fact, I think one of the harbours is finished already. I'm getting the lighthouse going here, so there's a lot of trading capacity. I'm just trying to turn everything on at the moment. Poland, nice to meet you. Oh, lovely. Ambrox has got the statue of Zeus. Isn't that just delightful, eh? What a wonderful wonder for your neighbour who's very aggressive to have. I feel so secure. Oh, actually, I could get citrus improvement. Don't forget we do have corporations unlocked on this, the game mode on, so that's quite fun. So I'm thinking about this. If I get spices and then citrus boosted, yeah, that helps massively. Oh, military units. Okay, well there's an option here. I could put that in Seville instead, and Seville could build boats for me faster. It's not a bad option. You know what, I think I am going to do that instead. I mean, Madrid doesn't really have the option to put anything else in, but I'd rather save that for the better option. Petter, you only have 6 science and 6 culture, which means your empire is falling apart. Poor old St. Petersburg, look at it, being killed. I like to think that Poland have got the upper hand on them this time. Good old Poland. Here we go, medieval era. It's a golden age that people have been waiting for. Perfect. Now, the first thing I'm going to just double check is, what did Gaul get? Normal age. Oh, we flipped around. Second of all, monumentality. This is where I can produce civilian units with faith. I have 1,900 faith stocked up because I have a temple in every city. Mahabodhi temple is 3 turns away from being finished. I'm saving it. I don't want to spend my faith on apostles. What I will spend some faith on though is not 1 but 2 traders from Madrid. That'll be very tasty. You can see I've got another couple of trade routes that will pop up soon. That means Madrid is going to have some very nice routes indeed. Other than that, I'm going to start getting settlers from Toledo. Toledo, of course, has provision in it, so that's really, really good. Researcher Pingala steps in to try and give me just a tangibly larger amount of science, seeing as I'm trying to rush to cartography. It might take a little while. It's going to take us an awfully large amount of time here, but actually what I'm going to quickly do as well is just get rid of urban planning, scripture, builders. Don't need builders anymore, actually. So let's instead, keep urban planning, scripture, and where is maritime industries? Perfect. That combined with this, which is 30% towards military units, and Seville can start to build galleys super quick. First World Congress. Okay, luxury policies and world religion. Quite frankly, I've got no idea. No idea what's going to go, so I'm just going to say no to Ivory, because quite frankly, why would you not? And you shall not pass. Yeah, I'm not wasting my votes on this. I mean, who knows which way this is going to go in a 40-player Congress. No furs. Oh, my religion is stronger. There you go. I actually ended up accidentally winning something. 2 more trade routes. Look at these routes. Oh, yes. 3 production, 21 gold, 1 science, 6 faith. Oh, I actually lost this city-state. That's a bit annoying. Construct an encampment. I don't think I'm going to be doing that, but still, pretty decent routes to Mali. Gets me loads of gold, if nothing else, but loads of production in Madrid as well. We're up to 41 production now. But yeah, settle time. Let's start to settle. And you may be thinking, hey, isn't it a little bit premature just building loads and loads of settlers here right now? Well, no, I'm just going to line them all up on the coast and we'll just explore and settle everywhere. In fact, actually, maybe we can stack this with a Hic Sunk Dracones. There be dragons are. We can do some amazing settling on the other continent. Maybe, we'll see. Oh, you know what? I will get involved in a natural disaster aid request. Why not? I'm gonna participate on the world stage today. We've just found a bunch of people. Vietnam. There's Japan. As I say, it was only America that I left open. So all of the other civs are in the game still. Yeah, there's some sort of military emergency pass. That's why everyone has got visibility of each other suddenly. Even though there's been a World Congress, some people still don't value their diplomatic favour. I'm just picking this up. I was stockpiling some, and the reason I was stockpiling some is because I was tempted to kill Granada. I still haven't decided whether I will kill Granada or not just yet, but it's something... See, the thing is that it's quite a lot of space. It's quite a good city. It doesn't really do anything for me, and I have Crusade on it, so I was tempted. But I think there's too many people in play right now. The risk of an emergency is pretty heavy. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to sell my favour because England were offering me 36 gold per turn. I'm going to take that. Mahabodhi Temple. I kind of sometimes build this wonder, but really it's the Apostles. 2-3 Apostles, 2 diplomatic points. Helps that the AI doesn't get it. I enjoy the Apostles because now I've got a fully upgraded religion. Oh, yes, I know you're supposed to build wonders, but Congo, that one was not a wonder for you. Evangelize belief, evangelize belief. Okay, right, you can see what other people have taken. Watts, meeting houses, synagogues, cathedrals, girdlers, stupas. So really there's going to be very little choice for me. Didn't get Crusade, still don't think Crusade would be probably the best option for me. In terms of a building, it's going to be pagodas, mosques, or dahamers. I'm tempted to say the Dahamer because it will give me a bunch more faith and I'll be able to use that later on. So we'll do that for now. And then it's a question of what else do I need, really. I think I quite like the idea of religious unity, spreading my religion over to the New World. I quite like the idea of extra science. Teeth. Yeah, I quite like tea. I like gold. I like everything. Let's go cross-cultural dialogue. I very rarely go for that one. 17. Okay, that's another 50% science for me right now, so maybe that was a good thing to go for. Oh, look, it's spreading further than I thought. Oh, intriguing. Oh, there you go. It gives me a little bit more science then. I can rush through to cartography nice and quickly. In the meantime, yes, I will get the Ancestral Hall because New City's getting a builder stacks with Spain's already amazing ability that your cities get a builder. France is my friend now. Oh, that's wonderful. That means if Gaul does decide to go for me, I have diplomatic leverage over sort of other things. How is Gaul City doing here? 0.6. You know what? If I keep population increasing in Toledo and other cities, this might work out really, really well for me here. What other trade routes have we got to do? Timbuktu would be an amazing route, actually, so let's do this. I'm just sending loads of routes over to Mali. So Madrid has got a bunch of routes, actually. Where else is it worth building anything? I was actually thinking Seville. If I just quickly get a builder over here and a trader, I was going to build the mausoleum on this spot. Yeah, I always like building the mausoleum. Very good wonder. That farm gives me feudalism as a boost. I'm working as hard as I can to make sure I maximize like every boost I can get away with here, because I know that I'm a little bit behind in terms of tech. Actually mid-pack. Congo's on 25, I'm on 17. I haven't even got out of Europe though. This is the thing. I'm biding my time. I'm Joe. I'm Joe Biden. My time. Isn't it cute when the British attempt to make humour using American names? We know what we're talking about, really. Connoisseur now. Pingala is actually giving me, again, a huge chunk of all of my resources and science and culture now. Madrid is my definite focal point city. Hang on. Now, this is the trick. If you just quickly remove all of the building in a city, and because I want to build on this tile, now I can fell it for 61 production, and then I can put the wonder down. So kind of in a strange order there, but it sort of helps. No one has any luxuries. No one has had any luxuries all game. This has been almost a zero luxury playthrough for the AI. I do find this sometimes when you turn the corporations mode on. Not entirely sure why, but the computer seems to struggle picking luxuries up when that mode is enabled. I'm pretty sure it's a bug, but you can never be entirely sure. Oh, Norway, they're in the ocean. They're in the ocean. It means Norway is out and possibly exploring America. I mean, they did get to America first. They're sort of fulfilling their promise in that way. How's Europe doing? You can see Gaul have still got their fingers and a lot of pies here. I've quite been impressed with England. They took Paris and they've been able to hold it. So this is the proper Eleanor of Aquitaine play here, taking both Paris and London in the game. Amsterdam is playing the One City Challenge. Looks like Norway is doing okay, actually. A couple of decent cities here. Moscow, taken by Sweden. Gotta love it. Everyone is a bit cramped, though. It's the African cities with a bit more space. These are the ones that are doing well at the moment. Oh, Sweden. Oh, they're so good for diplomatic favour. They're actually selling it for 1 gold per turn for 2 favour here. So I'm just going to double check and see if there's any... Like, I'm just going to pick it all up that I can. But even if there's diplomatic favour that's a little bit expensive to buy, Sweden are likely to buy it for more gold than I'm... Let me, look at this. 6 for 2 gold per turn. So that's well worth it. That's a good deal. Whereas now we're getting to... Yeah, this is the sort of area that's actually asking for the same amount. So we'll let this one play out now, and we'll let Sweden pick this up for 25. Oh, they actually ran out of gold, so really this was a bit pointless, but you know what, sod it. Gets me a little bit closer. I'm actually saving up some gold. I'm tempted to just outright buy a Theodore. He can give me some decent wonder construction, including just finishing off the mausoleum for me. One mod I always forget to check, actually, is how the cities were doing. You can see in the ancient era, my city didn't even come into the top 10. Classical era, I was the 4th best city in the world, and today I'm the 2nd best with 2 wonders. Niani, Mali's capital. This is the best city in the world. It's got lots of wonders. It's got lots of population. I can see why. Seems like a pretty cool place. Time for my next crazy plan. I believe, is the Colosseum still going, or has it literally just been built? I think it might have literally just been built. Oh, that's such a pain. I was just looking at that as something I could build. Yeah, it's just gone. Literally just gone. I was going to build the Colosseum right in the middle here and affect all of my cities. But no, it was not to be. That's okay. That's fine. I probably should build a diplomatic quarter then, thinking about it. That would be a useful building to get. Yeah, it gives me another envoy. It's one turn to build. I don't know why I haven't got it until now. All I know there is I can pick up a Theodore. Bam! He's going to be very helpful. So all in all, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 settlers, all escorted by a galley, and a couple of spare galleys just floating around. I think that should be a pretty good New World exploration crew. but we'll see. We'll see. My military strength is starting to shoot up as well, which means I'm having less and less problems with people like Gaul. Although I still don't trust them at all, like at all. But you know, that's for me to deal with. Let's just quickly rush through the mausoleum. Does two things: gives me amazing coastal yield tiles for all the people who love a good yield. You know I do. But it also gives great engineers one more charge. So this engineer who had 2 charges, after building this wonder, still has 2 charges. Very useful. It is Zulu. They have 78 science. As I thought, the African nations are doing pretty well on this. Congo 28 tech, Zulu 25, I'm on 18. Oh, Congo now have an 18 lead over me. 10 lead over me, straight 10. That'll be why they've got a lead on me. I actually have no idea how maths works. No idea at all. Okay, I've got alliances open as well. That's quite a useful one. I'm just looking at any policy card that gives me abilities overseas, like colonial taxes, for instance. That's quite a nice one. And I believe there's other cards that give me quite fun stuff as well. Colonial officers. So these are the 2 I need. Colonial officers and colonial taxes. How do I get to exploration, I wonder? Military training, build an encampment. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I just don't feel like that. And cartography. Right, I'm just going to get friendship with the Gauls, who, that was a silly mistake for them. It means I now don't have to leave any army behind as I go. I'm going to get the Casa de Contraction. It gives me 3 governor promotions and also gives me 15 production, 15 faith and 15% gold in all cities on a different continent. That's quite a few of them. So we'll go over there. I'll get a Theodore ready to boost that one when the consulate's done. And we now are in a joyous position. I'm not going to try and build a caravel. It's just not worth it. But I'm now in the joyous position where my settlers are now ready to move to the new world. Follow the Vikings. They will show you the way. Good God, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm just going to, a couple of spare caravels I've got, or galleys, I'm going to just upgrade them. Wonderful. Okay, right, I really need to now pick up on some text that I should not have missed and had. Oh, the anticipation, the slight nervousness of the fact that there are so many goddamn Vikings here, but it's okay. It's okay. There's the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, the funny thing is we could just dive a settler into the Bermuda Triangle and kind of just see where it takes us. I'm not entirely sure. The other thing as well is that we actually have seen America already, this sort of Caribbean island set. I could settle on these, which would work quite nicely as well. So there are plenty of options. You can see the Casa is now 10 turns off, which is good. That'll give me a bunch more governors and a bunch more options there. Come on, luxuries. Yeah, 14 per turn. Nice, very good indeed. 27 gold per turn from Sweden. Oh, Sweden, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. You should keep that gold. So the thing we've got to remember is we've got a huge amount of space, so I don't want to be packing my cities in too tightly. I want to enjoy the fact that I can sort of spread out a little bit here. So for that reason, I'm actually going to jump onto this rice tile, just because it'll actually give me access to a lot of the space around it. So that's not a bad shout, I don't think, for me. So just unlocked apprenticeship. That now means I can get education, which unlocks missions. Trust me, missions are going to be needed for when I settle on these new things. Oh my goodness, did you see that? City loyalty. Oh my god, Norway have already settled America. Oh my word, Norway, you cheeky. Oh my goodness. Now, I have to say, whilst I was, intending to be relatively peaceful in Europe, if Norway compete with me, well, for America, I cannot be proud. Like my good behavior is not an assumed thing. And settle. Yes, I will do it on top of that marsh tile. Lovely. 2 builders. 2 builders. Isn't that ridiculous? Oh, I love it. It's so pointless. I love it. Oh, the natives, they're here. They're in galleys and they are not happy with me being around. So I'll have to be a little bit careful, actually. Let's just unlock you. Get the settler in on this tile. Oh, these caravels. Those are dangerous looking units. I've got to be very careful, actually. These are both hills, aren't they? They are both hills. So I think it's worth the old double chop to get this city going, like so. Nice. 3 pop already. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. This Barb clan. They're not converting. Disabled, unfortunately. Never mind. I think I could get a galley. I mean, that would be exciting, but nah, for now I'm okay. Laventa. Unfortunately, Norway is going to have met most of these city-states before me, but there we go. There is a large chunk of America. Oh, Coupe has actually discovered a lot of these places as well. Panama City is still an option. It's still an option, so that's where I'm going to go. I think this is a nice city, actually. I'm just thinking I could access most of the Bermuda Triangle if I came over one tile to the right, so I'm going to do that, because then I can go blip and just work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles of it. Oh yes, yeah, I like this city already. It's a fun city. Okay, right, let's start to remove certain features, get ourselves the fishing boats down, and I'm actually just going to set it now onto science focus and buy in a monument just so that it really starts to work that Bermuda Triangle and that. In fact, actually, let's not even wait. Let's just make sure that I'm getting that plus 10 science tile. Oh my goodness, yeah, you know what? This city's actually getting the love treatment. I'm just going to shove a load of stuff on it just to make sure it does well. In the meantime, I think industrial zones actually sound pretty tasty. So let's just quickly kick in a few of these. I think Valencia's just waiting on pop, as is Toledo. So we'll just wait on there. A little bit more housing in Toledo, that's good. You can see I'm actually working with the farms that France has got, so that's pretty awesome. Some of the tiles in America are just amazing. I get the sense that without people removing the forest fires have been sweeping through this part of the world. Oh my goodness. Oh, that galley is now almost dead. Yeah, that's not great. You need to run away. Yeah, that would be why. Oh my goodness, the Viking Navy is absolutely massive, and I love it. I love it so much. 1,000 military strength of just longboats, just rowing across the sea endlessly. You gotta love the style of it all. Next 2 cities, I've got one sort of in Florida area, and one, I can never tell just quite how far up the coast we are, but this sort of appears to be sort of yeah, I'm gonna say northeast America? I mean, Christ, honestly, who knows? Who actually knows? But that is not great in terms of loyalty. So Magnus, I'm just going to now move you to here. Specifically, I'm just going to be able to use all my faith to purchase more settlers over in the New World. So that works for me quite nicely. We can go from there. And the missions have appeared. Plonk, you can see that it gives me 3 food, 1 production, 4 faith. I mean, these tiles, 2 food, 2 production, 4 faith. These are brilliant tiles. They are just awesome. I've got 2 more missions that can be plonked up here. Basically, you put them down on all of your tiles and you get so much faith per turn. Oh, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Okay, I'm on 221 faith per turn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I still haven't got iron working. Mysterious. 22 techs versus the Congo's 30, so we're only 8 behind at the moment. That's looking a little bit better, and I'm just making my way up to exploration. 8 land combat units in my military. I've got 1, 2, 3. I'm building 4, 5. If I just levy Granada quickly, I mean, no, I can't because they're not my city-state, but I could levy these guys, 750 gold. It's a bit pointless. It's a bit pointless. So let me just see if I can build some troops first, and then we'll go from there. Oh my god, there's so many. There's so many Norwegians here. Oh my word. I mean, how we're even going to get anything done in America, I don't know. I mean, I've already got 4 colonies, so it's not going too badly. I've got the Casa, which is almost done. 2 turns now. 2 turns. Production, faith, and gold on all of my new cities. That's going to be amazing. You know what? I'm going to just generate grievances with you, Norway, because there's no way we're going to be playing friends here. Yeah, the Casa combined with... Yes, I know, I finally have a delegation. I'm doing something. 15% faster growth and 3 loyalty per turn for colonial officers. That's going to work really well. And then extra gold and production with colonial taxes over there as well. So this is all brilliant. Oh, and even better, Gaul is beginning to lose all of its cities now. This is good. This is good. It's only going to get worse for you, Gaul, because I am pretty serious about expanding. And a chop with the rainforest. Nobody minds. It's just the rainforest, and I'm going to just actually let the cities, you know, use their own traders. I think that's quite nice.
It's found on the western side of the boundary shall belong to the king and queen of Castile.
It's next to all my other cool districts. I love the windmill going there as well. Just massively going away. Oh, look, you can see the little sawmills just chopping trees pointlessly. I don't know where these are all going. It's all fantastic. Okay, that's a bunch more governors and an amazing wonder for us, actually. That'll massively help. Mercenaries just got boosted because I've now got enough archers to sink a small ship. These are good. In case my actual continent empire gets taken, I can use these guys to sort of keep myself pretty safe. Not builders. I'm actually getting a scout or two just in these cities, just so I can send them into Europe and explore a bit more. Oh no, Gaul have got Paris now. Gaul are getting pretty feisty. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, The Broccoli, Midnight Oil and Truffadaskby for all of your support on Patreon. Thank you everybody for all of your support generally. It is brilliant. See you in my next video.